Thank you.
Check 1, 2. Let me check all my stuff. Make sure we're all working here. See, we got audio. We've got explain audio. We're all looking good here. All right. My name is Steve Rennie. I am the Ren Baron, and this is my Ren Baron Learning to Fly YouTube channel. It's been a while since I've been back over here, and I'm happy to be back here. So I'm going to do a little live stream today. Just I wanted to get out and do a little flying, so I decided to do some flying here on the simulator. I've since we last visited, I've sold 8 Foxtrot Sierra and been working on some different things here. But today I got the itch to fly, so I'm going to do it here. And let me come back over here into my cockpit views, and we'll see how we got all this up. I'm going to do it today here on my Cirrus Real Sim Gear Cirrus cockpit setup here, which is the next best thing to actually flying in a Cirrus. A lot cheaper than flying in a Cirrus, I'll say. Got a little stuttering I see on the stream here. It looks like over on mine. I'll see how it's doing over on your end. We'll see. So here we are. Let's get back into the cockpit here. Go back to the cockpit. Back to X-plane here. Okay. Oh, I see something's not right here. Let me go and get all this straight before we start flying.
Radio check.
All right. There's one.
Radio check.
Oh, that's what's going on. We got a little overlap here on our windows. Okay, now we're looking good here. Bang. Go back to X-plane here.
Mic check. Mic check.
There we go. All right, now I think we are all set here. Let me go to our clean. There we go. Okay. Going to start at 9:45, so I think we'll start a little bit ahead of time here today. Let's see. Do a quick look over here and see who's watching. Okay, we got 3 viewers. Okay, that's good. I'm going to use our chat here. Sorry, live chat is currently unavailable. Okay, that's not good. Let's put that back in here. Try this again. Okay, sounds good. Okay, FS Addict is in there. Thank you so much for helping me with my sound check. We're still a little bit ahead of schedule here. Let's just go over here for a moment. And let's go back to, it's got a lot going on here, folks. Let's get back to our apps and OBS. Okay, there we are. And now I'm just monitoring over here on the other side here some of our stuff that you're going to be seeing, hopefully. All right, let's just run through the views. There's the old pilot boy right there. There's your iPad. There's our overhead view of the cockpit. Here's our side view of the cockpit. Here's the full Real Sim Gear setup side of things. Here's the overhead, so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm doing down here. And more importantly, X-plane chat, which I have the wrong chat one in here now, so let's fix that so I can talk to you folks here. Let's go down here, and we want this one, I believe, and there we are. Okay, so now we've got a little chat in there. Beautiful. I'll just say hello to FS Addict 98 there. Good to see you on board here. Now, I'm going to confess I'm a little rusty here, folks. Drinking a little coffee while that's what you hear me slurping on over here. Okay, let's go back to X-plane clean. So there we are. We're on the tarmac here. So now let's go ahead and come back into the cockpit here and start taking care of a little bit of business here. Let's come in here and the default view. Let's go Back to explaining default view. Okay, here we are in the cockpit. Now let's take care of a little business. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get these keys and we're going to put them in the ignition where they are easy to find. That's number one. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to go and do some of our pre-flight stuff here. So we've already turned on PilotEdge, who are the hosts for this wonderful little virtual event here today. The key is all set up here. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go and do all the CAPS stuff here. So we're going to go CAPS view up top here. We're going to remove the cover. We're going to remove the pin. Okay, and then we're going to come back into the cockpit here. Let's go back here, and then we're going to go on our instrument close-up view, and then we're going to get this baby started up. Oh, actually, not quite done yet. Back here, tough guy. Let's go back to our pre-flight here. Let's go get some flight info stuff here. We're going to go down to the glove box here, which you can see right here. We're going to open that baby up, and we're going to get some of our numbers here. First, we're going to take our our Hobbs hours, which is 81.9 here, okay, which you can see, and then 47.4 on our engine hours. Now I take those and I put those into this little sheet that you see. Hopefully right there. There it is. Yeah, my little flight info sheet, which I've used here in the cockpit, and which I still use here on the simulator just to make sure everything is legit. If you think that might be helpful for you, just pop me a note and I'll be happy to send it along to you and save you all the grief of doing all that. Okay, so let's get rid of that. All right, let's close up the glove compartment now, and let's come back up to, let's go back over here and come back up to our default view. Okay, now we're ready to start this baby up here, so let's go ahead and do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the overhead view here, I believe, of the Mevo. There it is. Okay, so I'll kind of walk you through what I'm doing here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go battery 2 and battery 1. I'm also going to hit my strobe lights as well. Well, I sure hope all of this stuff is working properly. You never know, but I'm just going to have some fun here this morning. I'm going to go out and play some golf when I'm done. So hopefully it all works. If not the end of the world. Okay, enter, enter, enter. Okay, we got 60 gallons in there. I'm going to go over here to this pesky little button over here, and we don't want that. We want our alerts. That one is done. Okay, so that's all set now. And now we're going to go ahead and fire this baby up. First thing I'm going to do, you can see it down here, is I'm going to put the mixture full, power full, all the way. There's two options down here on the fuel pump. They push the bottom one and we're going prime. We push the top one, we're going boost. We're going to go prime to get this baby fired up. We'll hold that down for about 4 seconds. Let's do that right now. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4. Okay, we'll shut that baby off. Now it's power back all the way, and then push it up like 1/4 of an inch-ish. Then I'm going to go back up here to the switches up here. I'm going to set it in both right now. Then I'm going to go and push the fuel pump button forward, which gives me boost for a couple seconds, and then I'm going to fire this baby up. Let's see how we do. There's 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3. Let's give it a fire. Come on. Okay, it didn't want to fire. There we go. Okay, just when I was about ready to give up on it, we're fired up here, and that's all good. Pull it back to about 1,000-ish here. Let's go Alt 1, Alt 2 avionics, get those fired up. Go up to our flight plan to get that all set. We've already filed a flight plan here over on PilotEdge. I won't show you that right now because it'll mess up everything I'm doing here right now. But let's just go and put some information in here. So now I'm going to show you my iPad, which has this route put in here, and then I'm going to go over here and let's go up to our cockpit. Let's go close up on the instrument so you can get a better look at what I'm doing here. So we're going to go KFLD, which is Fond du Lac, I love saying that. And we're going to go to the first visual waypoint, which is Puckaway Lake. So we're going to go Victor, Papa, Lima, Kilo, and that's Puckaway Lake. Then we're going to put in Green Lake, which is VPGRN. That's for Green Lake. That's in there now. We're going to go Ripon, which is where all the fun starts. VPRIP, enter, and that's for Ripon. Then we got the Fisk part of this, the VPFIS, enter. So now, and then we've got, of course, KOSH for Oshkosh. All right, now, there's our default view. Over here on my iPad, love the iPad, love ForeFlight. You've heard me say it, I'll say it again. I've taken that whole big NOTAM for this thing and put it over here on my iPad so I have access. So I believe I've gone through all of it. I've already had heard from the boss at PilotEdge, about missing something on Friday where I was going to try to do a quick practice run and miss something. So hopefully I'm going to do better today, Keith. But the idea of this whole PilotEdge experience here is to give you some real experience about what it's like to fly into Oshkosh. And having done it once, I can tell you it is freaking thrill-packed, almost heart attack-inducing thrill-packed, but it's fun as heck when you get it right here. So here's our little route today. We're going to be taking off at Fond du Lac, okay? And so what I'm going to do right now is I am going to go in and put in some frequencies here now for our flight today. First one I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here on COM2, which is where I like to start things. I'm going to put in 121.1, which is the ATIS for Fond du Lac. I'm going to throw that over here. Ground is 121.85. So we'll talk to them. 121.85. That's on 2. Put it in there, and we're all set right now. Okay, we're going to go up to COM1 for a second. We're going to be monitoring the Fisk arrival on 120.7 the whole way here once we take off. But before we do that, we're going to be talking to the tower here at Fond du Lac, and that is 120.4. So let's flip that over here. And let's get our ATIS, which is 121.1, which I've messed that up already. So let's go back, and it's 1. Flip that over, go to COM2, and see if we get anything. Radio check. Nothing there. We already did that ahead of time, so I think we'll be okay. All right, so now we got 121.85. Let's call up ground here. Fond du Lac ground, Sierra 768 Foxtrot Sierra at the tie downs, ready to taxi to 27. I guess we're not live yet. All right, let's do a little test here. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here first. We're going to do a little radio check here on the network, make sure we're all set. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. It's not working, god damn it. Okay, let's go check 1, 2. Okay, it's working there. Let's go back here for a second. We go back over to our iPad here and see what I'm doing wrong here. We're trying to do a radio check here. COM1 active, COM2 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got COM2 1 and 2 is active. Okay. Let's make sure we've plugged in on real PilotEdge. Let's go disconnect.
connected to PilotEdge.
Radio check, radio check. Check 1 2, check 1 2. If anybody's listening on the stream here, can you hear me okay? If anybody is on the chat on the stream, can you let me know if you can hear me okay? Because I'm not hearing anything now on my audio for the radios. That's not good. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Check, check, check. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Jeez. Okay. That doesn't sound like. I can hear you fine, and I'm in London. Okay, thanks for that, guys. I'm trying to figure out why I'm not hearing PilotEdge at the moment. Okay. Let me get rid of our. Fond du Lac ground, how do you hear? Okay, great. I'm not hearing. Check 1 2. Okay, we got that. All right. Is anybody hearing the other transmissions on PilotEdge? If anybody's. I think Oshkosh is in a week there, Robert. Okay. Well, I'm hoping that the reason I'm not hearing anybody just yet is because maybe they're waiting to start at 10 o'clock. So we're a little bit early here. It's got a couple minutes. So Gentlemen, while you're there, if you can help me out again, are you be able to hear the engine? Is that a good mix on the engine for you guys right now? Engine versus, pilot audio here. Somebody asked, am I going to Oshkosh this year? No, I'm not going to Oshkosh this year. I've sold my plane. I sold 8 Foxtrot Sierra, so now I'm in the virtual 8 Foxtrot Sierra, which is not quite the same as my old real plane. And my wife and I flew there a couple of years ago. It was an experience I will likely never forget. It was crazy, exciting, almost scary a couple of times how many planes they got landed in there and stuff and so forth. So, all right, is it 10 o'clock yet? Let's see, we got 9:59 a.m. Let's hope this all kicks in when these guys turn on the juice for us. I got towers 120.4. I've got up top. I've got departure. Let's get this back up here. We got 12185 is ground, so let's go switch that over.
Dimensional aircraft time now 1700 Zulu Oshkosh, and venture positions are now open. The wind is calm, altimeter 2992, landings runways 27 and 18 today, pages 20 and 21 of the notice. Good day.
Fond du Lac ground, Sierra 768 Foxtrot Sierra on the ramp, ready to taxi 27.
Number 768 Foxtrot Sierra, Fond du Lac ground, runway 27, taxi via Alpha.
27 via Alpha, 8 Foxtrot Sierra, thank you. All right, let's get going. Okay, we're rolling here. Okay, let's kick off our brakes here. Let's do a little look to the right. Let's get back over here on back to X-plane. Let's go look to the right a little bit. Let's rotate right. There we go.
Ready for 6 Golf, Fond du Lac ground, runway 27, taxi via Alpha.
Okay, so let's go put our takeoff, go around button in here.
27, taxi via Alpha, give way to a white and red sky high. November 240 Delta, Fond du Lac ground, good morning, runway 27 via Alpha.
Okay, let's do a quick run-up check here. Let's go. We got our flaps are set. Trim flap mixture boost. We've done our pre-flight and all that. We got 770 feet here at Fond du Lac, or 788. Our caps available is going to be 1388. Our best caps is 2788. We have an engine issue on the runway before 788. We're going to hit the brakes, pull the power, and abort to takeoff. We have an engine issue between rotation and 1388. We're going to pitch for 92, mixture off, tanks off, ignition off, land straight ahead between 1388 and 2788. We're going to pull the parachute, mixture off, tanks off, ignition off, and get out of Dodge. We got our takeoff, go around button is set. We're going to be flying at 4,500 feet, so I'm going to set that right now here on our altimeter there, and we are ready to roll here. So let's go. Let's go switch over to tower now. Let's go up to COM 1. Tower, okay, we're all set. Fond du Lac Tower, Sierra 768 Foxtrot Sierra, holding short runway 27 at Alpha, ready for departure.
768 Foxtrot here, final lock tower, westbound departure approved, with calm, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
27, clear for takeoff. 8 Foxtrot Sierra, thank you for your help. All right, we got her all in. Trim flat mixer boost. Let's give it a go. We're heading to Oshkosh, the Lollapalooza, the Coachella Plains. Let's do it. A little rusty here. Let's keep her on the center line. That hadn't changed. Gently back. Okay, got her off the ground. Flaps 90. Good.
To the west. November 946 from the lock tower, runway 27, line up and wait.
Set our indicated airspeed for 120.
Runway 27, 46 golf. I'll the Nova from 37 Charlie behind the sky. The number 30 Charlie, say again. But on Alpha behind the Skyhook. Roger. The number 946 golf. Runway 27, clear for takeoff, wind call. Clear for runway 27, 46 golf. November 4230 Charlie, runway 27, line up and wait. Runway 27, 46 Charlie. Back tower, need 240 Delta, short of 27 on Alpha, ready for west. November 240 Delta, bundle lock tower, roger.
All right, we're going to get our power. Let's start kicking to the left a little bit here.
November 4230 Charlie, runway 27, clear for takeoff. Looks like I'm 27. November 240 Delta, runway 27, line up and wait. Runway 27, line up and wait. 240 Delta.
Coming up to 4,500. We want, let's get our sync our heading here. Let's get on our line here. All right, looking good. Let's go up to VPPLK. Let's go direct, enter. Nav actually is what we want. All right, a little shaky out of the box here. Not bad. Okay.
Delta, runway 27, clear for takeoff, wind calm. Runway 27, clear for takeoff, 240 Delta.
Just go autopilot. That's why it's not working, Steve. You got to follow the flight director. Hello. I've done this a few times. All right, back in business.
Walker 3D, unlock ground, runway 27, consider runway 36, taxi the Alpha until the gun forward.
There we go. Okay, now we got it under control. We're heading to Buckaway Lake. We're gonna start monitoring 120.7 here. And I'm gonna go to autopilot now. Okay, I'm not picking up the ATIS yet for Fisk arrival. On the Lock Tower, Sierra 768 Foxtrot Sierra at 4,500.
Number 8 Foxtrot Sierra, Roger, what's your request?
I'm not picking up Fisk arrival on 120.7. Are they live now?
Arrival's going to be there. I'll let you know though.
Thank you. All right, so now, is there a replacement in the plan for 8 Foxtrot Sierra? No, there's not right now. right, now it's just funny how you practice to get your game tight, and then it goes away in about a minute and a half. So I'm a little behind the plane here at the moment, trying to get my stuff together here. All right, so we're going to be either coming on the railroad tracks for 27 or 9, or we're going to be going Fisk Road for the Fisk arrival to 18 and 36. So those are two separate frequencies I've got that we'll put down at the bottom here in a minute. I'm not picking up the...
We actually need to taxi back to the hangars if we could.
Falcon 3, do share taxi back to the hangars to the out.
Can we use the runway and exit the first exit if possible?
Sure. Back taxi runway 36 Alpha 2 and then Alpha to the hangars.
Good, I'm check. Walker 3, thanks.
Get down to 4,500 just to be official here. Okay, now I haven't gone through my checklist here. Okay, see, we are really behind the plane here, Steve. Let's pull it together. Let's pull the power back to 30.29.5-ish. Let's get our mixture set here. Got our flaps here. Okay, we're all good right now. All right, settling in here a little bit. God, just quick climb. We did all that. Oxygen's good. Power lever's good. Good. All right, cruise. We're in cruise mode here now. Let's go to cruise. We got oxygen, not required fuel pumps. Back. Good. Mixture is set. Engine parameters are good, and we're all set. Descent and all that's good. Okay, so now let's go back to the map here. Okay.
I don't know if it'll be a factor, but there's an Archer coming up on Alpha going to 27. Get rid of that much you need to.
Just get rid of them, 77.
Okay, I'm going to slow her down a little bit, let this all kind of unravel a little bit slower. Traffic, so we said, okay, we got a bunch of traffic icons out here now. That's good. Yeah, I'm going to start slowing her down a little bit. I'm also going to click my heading button and go head out so I can widen out just a little bit to make this turn into the approach pattern a little bit smoother here. Alright, so I'm going to start descending now to 1,800 feet. So we make that turn here. Let's go vertical speed. Pull our power back a little bit and get her under control. I'm going to show you the iPad here right now, so you can kind of get an idea of what's going on here. There's our traffic targets. So right now we're looking good. So I've edged this out a little bit to the left here, and to give us a little room to make this turn, then I'll swing it back around and we'll We'll be down to 1,800 feet here shortly, I hope. Looking good at the moment, I think. Sound level's good, gentlemen, I hope. Nothing I can do about it now. Let's come up close so you can see where we're at. We're making this turn over here. We're going to try to get it to swing around a little bit this way. 3,200 feet at the moment. That's all good. See any other planes yet. I can remember when we actually flew in here for real how hair-raising it was. There was so much traffic in here, it scared the crap out of me. A lot of trust required in there. Alright, so let's look at our iPad here. We looks like we are doing better here now. We got a nice little path in here. I think we've managed to avoid most of the traffic here. There's Puckaway Lake off in the distance there.
Tower, 7520 Romeo Yankee is holding short for runway 27.
Number 520 Yankee, Final Lock Tower, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 27. That's the 520 Romeo Yankee.
Tower, runway 36. Westbound departure approved. Clear for takeoff. Are you going westbound or northbound?
Okay, now we got a whole bunch of traffic coming. Okay, now we gotta look alive here because this is really getting funky here now. Final Lock Tower, Sirius 8 Foxtrot Sierra. I'm not able to pick up the ATIS at all. Is everybody else picking it up?
The right Foxtrot, so yeah, everybody else is picking it up fine and Fisk approach is up.
Fisk approach on 120.7. I got nothing.
It should be up. I'm hearing everyone else using it fine. Just check for Discord if you need it, but I can't help you over the frequency.
Let me try it again. 8 Foxtrot Sierra. not getting their radios at all. I don't know what the heck's going on. Computers kind of hate them sometimes. Nothing. Not hearing anything. That's crazy. All right. Try it one more time. Click out, click back in.
Disconnected.
You heard it. Okay, let's try it one more time and then we're gonna call it a day here.
Connected to PilotEdge.
Oshkosh on Fisk arrival, 1,899, 2,235 knots, flying someone of a similar type of characteristics and follow. We're living no side by side. Side by sides do not work. We will not fly point to point, we fly right over the tracks. We will take you out within a half mile of Fisk by type and color. Runway sign is 18 and runway 27. Looking at Cirrus type, Cirrus being a rim rock, half mile southwest Fisk, rocky wing. There we go. Nice little rock there. Cirrus, why don't you continue up the tracks? We're runway 27 as well. Taking on up the tracks, Mark Tower 118.5. Welcome to the show.
All right, I think we got it sorted out here. Sounds like we got some. All right, so now let's get back to the map and let's get back in line here. Okay, I'm going to be turning back around here. You see the map here. We got some room to get back to here. So I'm just going to have to go in at the back of this line here. We got our 1800 set. Okay, we got our fuel. Okay, so we're all good now. We're getting back on it. All right.
Hi, aircraft coming up the railroad tracks on runway 27. Stay right over those railroad tracks. And the 1,800, do not descend. Do not descend until you get on the downwind. You can turn your downwind inside of the railroad pit. Keep that ground.
Nice rock. Start right at East West Road. Pick up Fisk Avenue for runway 18. Once you get established on that East West Road, Monitor Tower 126.6. And welcome to the show. Okay, Cirrus went up the railroad tracks. Cirrus up the railroad tracks. You still with me?
I'm still with you, 7 Charlie Delta.
Okay, 7 Charlie Delta, pull back as much as you can. You're deviated from the tracks and you're coming to beam in your traffic. You need to come back to the east, probably about give me a good 100 heading or something. Join back up on those tracks because you're diverging quite greatly from the tracks. Crank it back around, and fall in line with that groom there who's pretty much off your right side by about 2.5 miles. Go ahead and switch over to tower 118.5. All aircraft using on the Fisk on the Iron Hunter friction is at the Oshkosh Fisk Rebel. It's switched jet back around. The 1,890 knots, 2,335 knots. All similar type of characteristics and follow them. Half-mile trail, no side-by-side. There will be no hand holding up the tracks. We will pick you out within a mile to a half-mile southwest of this. The time is runway 27, runway 18. If you can't follow somebody, either climb up to the higher altitude or swing it back around and rejoin. This will not work. Do not fly point to point. Remain over the tracks. Got a Skyhawk. Skyhawk got a half-mile southwest of this. Start a right turn. Start a right turn. Send that right turn for me. And follow that east-west road for runway 18. Nice job on the Skyhawk. Monitor tower 126.6. Got a Mooney up high, rock your wings for me, Mooney. Let's see those wings rocking. There you go, Mooney. Good job. Continue up the railroad tracks, move up the railroad tracks, pick your speed up if you can. Pick it up about another 20 knots or so. Pick your speed up, runway 27 for the Mooney. You got a detail, looks like a detail bonanza out there. Rock your wings for me, detail. Let's see those wings are rocking. Bonanza. God, there we go. Nice job on the rock and bonanza. Continue up the tracks when you follow the Mooney ahead. Continue up the tracks for runway 27 for the Mooney band. The tower's 118.5. Welcome to the show.
All right, so let's go back to our map here. See how we're doing. Okay, got a bunch of traffic in front of us here. That should all be squeezing in there, but
Everybody up the tracks. I need you tail, no side by side. You can't do it. You're at 1,800 feet. You can't do it at 90 knots. Get up to 2,300 and 135 knots. We will not allow any side by side. There is no hand holding on this adventure. We got to be half-mile on trail, folks, or somebody's going to get broke out and go back and do it again. Got a Skyhawk out myself. Let's start a right turn. Do that right turn now. Wing up. I see those wings rocking. Let's start that right turn. Crank it around. Follow that east-west.
all right, yeah, this is starting to get interesting now.
Nice job on that.
Okay, there's our overhead view of the cockpit here.
Okay, got a Baron up high. Baron up high. Got rocky wings. Baron up high. Rocky wings. Okay, Baron, nice job on the rock. Continue up the road traction runway 27.
Yeah, here's where you can see where we are on the PFD there, or the MFD I should say, and then of course we've got the iPad in there, so you can see where we are. We're coming in here now.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Turn right, join the east-west road to runway 18. Okay, you got a Fox. Kid Fox is just past over the top of this. Take it up the tracks. You're going to continue up the tracks for runway 27 for the Fox. Get that white black Cessna. Crank it hard around for them. Join that east-west road, and they're looking pretty good. All right, everybody's going up the tracks. Towers 118.5 on the east-west road for Fisk. For runway 18, 126.6. White black Skyhawk. White black Skyhawk. I think it's 2 Delta Alpine. Hell, turn it around. Turn it. White black Cessna. Start a right turn now. Give me about a 130 heading. No, not left. No, turn right. Your other left. Turn it to the right. Don't rock your wings. Just turn it right. 130 heading. Crank it around. 130 heading. 130. Now make it a 150. Let's go. Crank that wing around. Stand like you're a fighter. Crank it around. All right, now pick it up on a 130 heading so you pick up the east-west road. Nice job. Pick it up the east-west road and then join it and follow it eastbound for runway 18. Once you get established on the east-west road, get over to 126.6 for the tower. Well done. Got another Skyhawk coming up the tracks south now. 3/4 mile southwest.
All right, you can see here on the on the screen there, we've got pretty much a direct shot to Green Lake. If you look at the iPad here, you'll see that most of that traffic will have cleared ahead of us. So I'm going to go direct Green Lake now. So let's go to Green Lake, go direct, enter, and then nav. And it's going to start turning us to Green Lake.
still on frequency. You got to come south about another mile or so. Turn right.
And now I'm going to start slowing it down a bit.
You're still up with me. Bound Oshkosh on the Fisk arrival with a half-mile trail spacing, no side-by-side. If do not work, find some of these similar types and characteristics to follow. Like I got Cessna 170 out there, half-mile out. Rock your wings from the Cessna 170. Rock your wings. Nice job. Continue the tracks runway 27. Once you pass Fisk,
we sync our heading there.
Again, as I was saying, similar types and characteristics, half-mile on the trail, no side-by-side. Holding on this arrival does not work. We'll pick you out by type and color within about a mile of Fisk. Runway 27, runway 18. Again, the altitude is 1,800 feet, 90 knots, 2,335 miles.
Yeah, I'm going to start pulling it back to 90 in here.
Dark color, possibly blue diamond. Rock your wings for me.
I'm going to start looking left and see if I can find some other planes in here.
Go ahead and start a right turn. Join the east-west road for runway 18. Go ahead and crank those wings around and join that east-west road. Once you're established on east-west road at 126.6 for the tower. Again, everybody, 2,335 knots, 1,890 knots. So side by side, do not work. Do not fly point to point. Do not follow your GPS. Follow the railroad tracks. Use your eyeballs on this. We're not using all that fancy new technology. Okay, everybody up the tracks are a half-mile. Everybody half-mile trail on some of these type characteristics. We will pick you out within a half-mile of Fisk. Let's see, I've got, looks like a Legacy up high. Legacy up high. Rocky wings.
Yeah, I'm looking for traffic here. I got something coming in over in front of me here.
27. Got a Skymaster start a right turn. Skymaster start a right turn. Join that east-west road for runway 18. Skymaster crank around. There you go. Nice job. You need to crank around there for the Legacy. Tower's 118.5. Skymaster tower will be 126.6. Welcome to the show. Oshkosh on Fisk arrival, it's a half-mile trail spacing, no side-by-side. We're picking up by Cullen Pipe within a mile, half-mile southwest of Fisk. We will assign you runway 27, runway 18, 1,890 knots, 2,335 knots. Again, side-by-side do not work. If you can't make it...
Okay, there I got one in front of me here now. Put some flaps in there so we keep this going. Here's my plane in front of me here. Let's go cook our ignition or sync our heading here.
Let's go white red Skyhawk, start a right turn. Red red Skyhawk, start a right turn. Now see the wings rocking. Nice job. Just go ahead and start the right turn for me. Join that east-west road runway 18.
Okay, so now we're going to get our little rear view here.
Towers 118, correction 126.6.
There's that plane in front of us, as you can see.
We are landing runway 2718 today. Beautiful day out here at Fisk. Winds are calm all over the place. It's a gorgeous day. We will pick you out a half mile from around southwest of Fisk. We'll assign you the runway at that time. 1,890 knots, 2,335 knots, no side-by-side. And make it work at the lower altitude, jump up the higher altitude to get your speed of it. Again, do not fly point to point, fly over the tracks. Point to point will not work.
Okay, once we get to Ripon.
Overfly the tracks until you get to Fisk, and again, we will assign that runway and get you going in that heading as you get closer.
Okay, we're right on 90, we're right on 1,800 feet, that's good. Let's go look outside and see what we've got out there.
Okay, got a little Skyhawk about 100 miles southwest of this. Start a right turn, don't rock your wings, just turn right and join the east-west road for me. Pick up that east-west road for runway 18, towers 126.6. Crank it on around. Nice job. Excellent job. you got another Skyhawk about half mile southwest Fisk. Rock your wings for me. Let's see that wing rock for that Skyhawk. Coming up on Fisk. Hello, Skyhawk. There we go. Nice job. Continue up the railroad tracks for runway 27 with that Skyhawk. Take it all the way up the tracks for runway 27 and we'll tower 18.5 for you for the Skyhawk. The Cessna's on the east-west road is 126.6 for now. Again, folks, no side-by-sides. We're looking down the tracks there, and looks like you're starting to punch up. No side-by-side. You got the 1,890 knots. If you can't do that, get up to 2,335 knots side-by-side. Make this hard for me, which makes it hard for you. Got a white Skyhawk, half mile southwest of Fisk. Continue up the railroad tracks, runway 27, Rocky Wings acknowledge.
Yeah, we got a bunch of planes
nice
in there.
Nice job on the rock. That was 118.5 for you. Excellent job. Nice job.
Yeah, let's record this now.
I'm talking to you a little early, Bonanza, but up high there, Bonanza. I'm talking to you early because the other guys are going to go a different way. I need you to go up the railroad tracks for runway 27, Rocky Wings acknowledge for that Bonanza. See those wings rocking for the Bonanza. Nice job. Bonanza.
Okay, once we get to Ripon, we're following those tracks. Let's go over here and look at our iPad. You can see the guidance there.
Okay, you got a Skyhawk about 2 miles southwest of Fisk.
Let's get to our speed. You got to pay attention the whole way.
Just turn right, join the east-west road for runway 1.
Got our still on our left tank here.
Now. Let's crank it around. White Skyhawk, half mile southwest Fisk. Turn. Cessna, just come up on Fisk.
Now I'm going to go ahead and give it.
Turn right, Cessna. Okay, that didn't work for him.
Okay, there's our close-up. We got 90 knots. We got 1,800 feet. We're coming up on Ripon, where we're going to start to pick up those railroad tracks.
Okay, you got a Skyhawk up high. Start a right turn. Let's start that right turn. Drop down to 1,800 feet. Start a right turn, join that east-west runway for me. Red and white Skyhawk up there. Crank it around, right turn, red and white Skyhawk. Come on. Skyhawk up high, Skyhawk over Fisk. There we go, start that turn, thank you. Drop it down to 1,800 feet, join that east-west runway for runway 18 for the Skyhawk. Okay guys, I got either the side-by-side. I think part of side-by-side doesn't work, you guys don't understand, but remember, side-by-side do not work here. So I've got a Lance and a Skyhawk. Lance only. Continue up the railroad track, runway 27, Rocky Wings to acknowledge, Lance. I think that's a rock. I'm not sure if that's a rock. I need the Lance.
Okay, now we're going to Ripon. Now we're going to start following these railroad tracks.
All right, got a Cessna, white and red Cessna, turn right. White and red Cessna, turn right. Looks like 3 Alpha Bravo. Right, 3 Alpha Bravo, turn right.
Get rid of the flight director and let's just follow those railroad tracks.
118.5 for the Cessna's 126.6. Got another Skyhawk just like 4 miles southwest of Fisk. Continue up the railroad tracks runway 27. Rocky Wings to acknowledge. Looks like 4 Papa Juliet. Rocky Wings to acknowledge. All right, good job on the rock. 118.5 for you. Got another Skyhawk coming up half mile southwest. Start a right turn now, east-west road, right turn, east-west road. 3 Alpha Bravo, keep it cranking around for that east-west road. You barely turn it. My baby can do a better turn than that. Real good turn. 3 Echo Victor, start a right turn now. 3 Echo Victor, right turn, join that east-west road. Got an RV up there. RV, continue up the railroad tracks, runway 27, Rocky Wings acknowledge. RV, Rocky Wings, see that we're rock. Nice job on the rock with the RV. Everybody up the railroad tracks is 118.5. Everybody on the east-west road is 126.6. Good job. Okay, folks, I got to say once again, make it hard for me side by side. I have to peel you apart like Velcro, and that's not fun. It's not fun for me. It's not fun for you. Everybody, nose to tail, half mile in trail. If you cannot follow that person in front of you, then you need to get up to 2,300 and 135 knots. That's why we have 2 altitudes. For those that can't follow lower, get up on up there. But I can't do side by side. It makes it a mess out here, and it's hard to peel you apart. Got a Cherokee half mile southwest of Fisk. Keep the railroad tracks for runway 27, Rocky Wings to acknowledge. see that rock. Nice rock on the Cherokee. What tower's 118.5. Okay, I've got an orange. Is it a Marquetti? Is that a Marquetti? Okay, we got an orange aircraft coming up. Make a right turn. I saw the wing rock. Good. Turn right to east-west road for runway 18. Got a Baron up high. Baron up high. Continue up the railroad tracks for runway 27. Rock your wings to acknowledge. Nice job, Baron. As you get over Fisk, start your descent. Pull your speed back. You're following the Cherokee head. Got a red and white Skyhawk half mile southwest of Fisk. Start a right turn. Right turn. Don't rock your wings. Turn right. Join that east-west road for runway 18. Come on, Skyhawk. Start the turn for me. Get into the turn. There we go. Everybody on the east-west road is tower 126.6. Everybody up the railroad tracks, tower 118.5. Nice job. Got a Bonanza, straight tail Bonanza looks like out there. Half mile southwest Fisk. Up the railroad tracks, runway 27. Rock your wings to acknowledge. Nice job on the rock for that Bonanza. Again, up the tracks, runway 27, towers 118.5. That Baron that just passed over, you're still with me. Pull your speed back and start your descent. Speed, then descent. Speed, then descent. Sorry, there's two things on. Say that again? Okay, everybody up the tracks. You got to be over the tracks. Looks like I got a Skyhawk out there east of the tracks. Skyhawk east of the tracks. Turn left and get back over the tracks. Turn left and get back over the tracks. We need you over the tracks for a reason. Go side by side. Looks like I got a 152 out there. A little 152. Start a right turn. Join the east-west road. Don't rock your wings. Just start any sort. Hey, for Bonanza, your black and yellow Bonanza, just turn to eastbound. Black and yellow Bonanza, turn back north, get over the railroad tracks. Black and yellow Bonanza, just east of Fisk. Go north and join those railroad tracks. Got 152 eastbound over Fisk Avenue. Towers 126.6 for you. Your runway 18. Okay, the Skyhawk is rejoining the tracks. Good job. As you get closer, I'll give you a runway assignment. Got a 170. Red and silver looks like 170. Start a right turn, join the east-west road. Okay, looks like there's a 150 out there about 2 miles out. I did not talk to you. If you're not within a half mile of Fisk, I'm not talking to you. If you just turn east off the railroad tracks, turn back to left and get back over the tracks. Turn left now and get back over the tracks. That 170 eastbound road, runway 18 for you, towers 126.6. The Skyhawk, half mile, red and white, half mile southwest of Fisk. Continue up the railroad tracks, rock your wings to acknowledge. Red and white, there you go. Nice job on that Skyhawk for you. That's 118.5. I got a 150 south of Fisk, about a mile. Turn north. 150 south of Fisk. Turn north right now. Turn north. You're doing it wrong. Turn north. Turn north. Turn north. Turn north. 150. Looks like you're brown and white. Turn north. We need to do this right. We got a few of you early on and they're just mucking it up and not doing it wrong, right at all. You're doing it wrong. If you're not within a half mile to a mile southwest of Fisk, I am not talking to you. We all have a bunch of 150s, 172s, Bonanzas, all kinds of aircraft out here. If you're not within a half mile to a mile of Fisk, I am not talking to you. Don't take the instructions. When you get to Fisk, it's going to be over the east-west road for runway 18 or up the tracks for 27. I got Cirrus right over the top of me. Rock your wings up the tracks for runway 27. That's Cirrus. Rock your wings with knowledge for going up to runway 27. Nice job on that rock. Tower 118.5. Again, no side-by-side. Side-by-side is wrong. If you're diverging from the tracks, that's wrong. These procedures have been in place for over 20, 30 years.
Your base now for me, right at that orange dot, aim for the orange, land on or after the green. My Baron that's up there on the downwind, I will tell you to turn your base. Do not turn in yet, continue on that downwind.
White Cessna, start your base now. Keep it coming, start your turn. Aim for the orange dot on or after the green dot. I got a black and white Bonanza, just join the downwind now. Start your turn, you're a little bit too far north. Get that critical fit off your left side. Baron, yellow Baron, start your base now. Turn base and Aim for the numbers, land on there after the orange dot.
124 Papa Julia, I'm here off of 18.
Okay, off of 18, follow the flagman around if you're looking for departure.
Working, but this is I'm holding short of 18 left.
Black and white bonanza, start your turn base, aim for the orange dot, land on or after the green dot.
And the one that's holding short of 18, are you for departure?
No, I'll let you go to the parking area.
Okay, follow the flagman, off the runway, follow the flagman, and for the bonanza that's on that base, keep that turn coming around all the way around, aim for the orange, land the green
turn
now.
the down. As you turn the down, keep that gravel pit off your left side. And once you're in the down, you'll plan to turn your base at the orange dot, land on or after the green dot. Black and yellow bonanza, right turn into the grass, follow flagman off Oshkosh. I have a red and white Cessna just doing it downwind now. As you join the down, you can start your descent. Plan to turn your base at the orange dot, line after the green dot. Everyone kind of up the railroad tracks. Keep following the railroad tracks right over the railroad tracks, and plan to turn you down and keep the gravel pit off your left side. 1,800, there is traffic departing runway 27, climb to 1,300. Start your base now, aim for the orange dot, then land on or up to the green dot. It'll be a right turn up into the grass as soon as able, and clear to land. I have a...
It looks like there's a white Cirrus north of the gravel pit. Are you on me? Looks like 8 Foxtrot Sierra. Rock the wings for me if you're there. Let me see a rock on that Cirrus north of the gravel pit. Good rock. Okay, you are way too far north. What I want you to do is fly a heading of about 120. I need you to come back to the south. You needed to stay on the south side of the gravel pit for me for that Cirrus. So let me see you come back. Actually, turn due south now. Right, Cirrus, turn due south. You are on the base now.
White Cirrus on the base, aim for the orange dot now. Start to turn to aim in for the orange dot.
Orange dot.
Land, yeah. Then plan to land on or after the green dot. White Moon, you join the downwind. You can start your descent, and your base will plan to be over the orange dot and then on or after the green dot. Everyone come up the railroad tracks, maintain 1,800 until you are in the downwind. Once you start your downwind turn, keep your left wing off the gravel pit. Once you land, plan for a right turn off into the grass, follow the flagman. Red and white Mooney, keep your turn coming now. Don't square your turn off. Aim for the orange dot and then on after the green dot for landing. I have a white and blue Antonov coming up. Start your downwind turn now. You're getting a little bit too far north. Turn right now to join the downwind. red Cessna, turn downwind now. You're too far north. You can start your downwind and start descent. Everyone coming up the railroad tracks, make sure to keep that gravel bit off your left side. What? Answer that blue and white ass, keep coming around, start your turn and aim, keep your nose, or get your nose right towards that orange dot, please. Get your, white and red Cessna, start your turn right now, aim for the orange dot, turn your base. I got a black and white diamond.
Black and white diamond, I'll leave you turn your base. You're going to turn it here in just a second. There's a Cessna out there trying to get him on the base. Cessna on the downwind, turn your base. Cessna on the down, red and white Cessna, turn your base now. Diamond, I want you to aim for that orange dot. Diamond, turn your base now, aim for that orange limb on or after the green dot. Cessna, 0 Romeo Yankee, and a turn. 0 Romeo Yankee, right turn, all the way around to that orange dot.
Start your turn for the base and aim towards your runway now. White and red, Cessna 0 Romeo Yankee, rock your way.
Alright, there we got it in there. Flaps up. Trim back down where it should be. Alrighty, that was kind of exciting, a little messy coming in there. But not horrible. So anyway, there you have it. That's our little flight for
November 0 Romeo
shut this
Yankee.
baby down.
Frequency, talk to me.
Mixture off. Alright, there we go. Alrighty, there we go. On the ground at Oshkosh. So thanks for joining me here today, and we will see you again soon, I hope.